All right, good day, everyone. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. Yes, this is Hat Kid. I guess I'm gonna be back in the YouTube game for a little bit. I know I don't have that many people watching me, but I want to keep this introduction short and get straight into the topic. So let's just get right into it. So the New York Times posted another anti-video game article where they basically just, they virtue signal and just call the video game community toxic and racist, all of that. All those buzzwords that don't really mean anything. So anyway, the title of the article is What It Means to Be Black, a Woman, or LGBTQ in Today's Gaming Industry. I don't think it fucking means anything, and it shouldn't mean anything. Do you know why it shouldn't mean anything? It shouldn't mean anything because we should all be treated as equal. I mean, if you're the one that's going to be obsessed what it means to be black, a woman, or LGBTQ in today's gaming industry, I suppose you're the one that's the bigot. I mean, fucking change my mind. I don't fucking know. Anyway, let's get into this article here. So it begins with, the outline of Davion Gooden's new computer game may feel familiar. The main character must defeat villains to reach an ultimate goal, but woven in are elements that set the game apart. The main character is stuck in a coma, and the villains are nightmares. Players confront issues of anxiety and depression, and, through an all-black cast, Mr. Gooden deliberately features the experiences of people typically absent from mainstream video games. So, I like the hypocrisy here because weren't video game journos getting, super pissy about the fact that The Witcher 3 or some shit was like an all-white cast, but it's based on like some fucking Polish folklore or some shit, folk tale or some shit. I mean, and they go out of their way. They're like, and through an all-black cast, with those fucking with those commas there, through an all-black cast, they're fucking emphasizing it. Yeah, you would be getting pissed if there was an all-white cast. Let's be real here. Anyway, let's continue. If you're a white creator, you rarely think about that, he said. Well, no shit, you rarely think about that, because if you're a white creator and you're obsessing over the race of all of your characters, or just obsessing over race and minorities in general, you're probably a racist, but I guess it's okay for you to do that. Anyway, gaming is a multi-billion-dollar business, and one that has remained largely white and largely male. Now, I don't know the exact numbers here, but there's a few things wrong with that. So first off, one, Nintendo is a really huge gaming company, and they've been around for fucking ever. I mean, they're arguably what started the whole video game craze. And they're a fucking Japanese company. So arguably a Japanese company started this whole video game phenomenon. Not only that, but video games are incredibly popular in Asia, South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, all those Asian countries. Video games are very popular there, and they're increasing in popularity. They have plenty of gaming cafes, all that kind of stuff. So gaming is very popular there, and those populations are not largely white, they're largely Asian. So I don't know if you can complain that, gaming has remained largely white and largely male. I do think it's largely male still, but largely white, I don't know about that one. One, it's really popular in Asia, and there's a lot of fucking Asians. I say this as an Asian, but there's a lot of fucking Asians. And two, gaming is really popular in the United States, and, there's plenty of minorities in the United States, especially in in urban areas and stuff like that, or along the West Coast, whatever. I mean, just in general, to be honest, it's not called the melting pot of the world for no reason, am I right? So if video games are really popular in the United States, which has a very diverse population to begin with, I'm not sure how well that argument stands. But like I said, all anecdotal evidence. I don't have any statistics to back it up, so don't fucking rape me with some fucking lawsuit or some shit. Anyway, 5 years after Gamergate exposed the kind of toxicity that can lurk in a community where diverse perspectives are underrepresented. Yeah, see, this is the kind of bullshit that I'm getting tired of hearing in mainstream news outlets. They're like, oh yeah, Gamergate, it exposed the kind of toxicity that can lure in a community where diverse perspectives are underrepresented. okay, so you're the one saying that we don't allow diverse perspectives and that we're underrepresenting diverse perspectives. But at the same time, you're literally telling us, fuck your perspective. You have the wrong perspective, okay? Fuck your perspective. We're not even going to represent your perspective, the gamer's perspective, by the way. The fucking gamer's perspective. We're not even going to represent your perspective. But we're going to tell you that you need more diverse perspectives. And you're underrepresenting diverse perspectives. But your perspective, fuck your perspective. That's what they're fucking saying. Anyway, so the article basically just continues to shill out to these game developers or whatever, I guess. And so, they're just talking about these game developers. You guys can read the article if you want, but that's basically all I want to talk about in this article. I don't want to get too deep into it. I mean, the stuff that I talked about so far has already hurt my head. So, I guess subscribe and tune in for the other little news things that I'll be talking about. So see you in my next video, I guess. That is all.